Okay, December.
Mhm.
Interesting. That must be okay. Don't mind me. And then I'll open what you're talking about just so I can see it.
That's okay.
I'm just
That's
concentrating on one thing at the moment and can't jam to the next.
okay.
Yeah, so I had November, December. Let's see, I've got 1, 2. What did I have close? Oh my God, that's gonna kill me. 1.4. Oh my gosh, I had some heavy duty. I had 2.6
In the,
close last December.
wow, okay.
Yeah, 2.6, and right now I'm not even looking at 2.6. I'm going to be about 1.8 behind in the month of December. So I'll be, well, it is what it is. I'll probably be even with last year. I would, at this moment, it shows me 18% above, but it looks like because of this, it'll
Can
probably
you
be awfully
share
close.
the document? Is that an Excel spreadsheet? What kind of report are you looking at?
It's an Excel spreadsheet that I keep year to year.
Can you
Year
share,
to
would
year,
you
year
mind
to year.
sharing that? Would you mind sharing that with me? Because it'll really help me to get a better feel for what your history is, and then I can look at what your averages are over the years.
It's but didn't you just say that you have that by going into that other report
I can't
that
go
we were
into
just
it
talking
anymore
about?
because I'm not on the MAPS coaching team anymore. My contract with them ended after 4 years. That's why I'm with the coaching.
Okay, so what do I go into?
Well, if you can pull it now, that's great. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes to generate, but it's called the multi-year trend report. So you go into your reports, and I think
Into command?
yep.
OKW command.
How do you typically pull your reports?
Agent login.
Yep.
I don't pull my reports through KW. I keep my own tracking because I've just done it for 11 years. So you're telling me so if I go into,
There's one, I think it's the second or third one across the top. It says annual agent multi-year trend or agent annual something, but it has the words multi-year trend report in there.
okay, let me look at that.
It's a good report. And every once in a while, it's probably good to do an audit anyway to make sure that your numbers are in alignment and that there's nothing missing, that the market center has everything in there correctly.
I go off of my closings. In other words, I get a closing document on every closing, and that's what I post off of. So let me just look. Okay, I'm sorry. There's too many things too many conversations at the moment, and I'm not keeping up with them. So I'm in command, and
Okay.
you said across the top. I'm not.
Depends what you're looking at. Do you have access to reports?
Okay, so I have to go to reports.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm in. It's a little slow. And then what I'll do as soon as I open this so I can see it, then I'll share the screen with you so that you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, and whatever is easiest, but I literally go off of every closing that report I get from, because that's what I get 1099 on. So it has to be accurate because I will check. Okay, so it says all reports. It says associate awards, associate multi-year trends. That's the one you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay, so opening that, and so what you're saying is you don't have access to it, but I can download it.
And send
I can literally download it and send it. Do you want it sent once a month? Do you want it sent once weekly? What do you want?
no, just once a month because it only drops on the 15th
Oh, it's the
of the
15th.
month. Yeah, so right now it'll show you up to November. It might not have December's in there, but if you go to the past, the previous years, That gives you a lot of information.
Yeah,
And
it's slow. It's
it's,
slow.
yeah.
So it's very slow. The Wi-Fi in here's been a little bit grueling.
Well,
Little
it's not
issues
just
with
on
the
your end.
beginning.
It's also pulling a lot of data through a lot of systems. So it's not a fast report, but when you get it, it's worth looking at it.
Okay, and in the meantime, what I do, I'll show you. And it's not necessary. I'll just start sending you that report but what I
When
was
do you update it? Yeah,
share.
yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah, this is what I do is, can you see my screen?
Yep, I'm just making it bigger so I could see it. Okay, got it.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing yet, but see here where it says 2019, that's the business plan, but it says closing report, old reports. Here's all the years of closing reports
Good.
before, because my good old CPA brother used to do these for me.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually nice because I didn't so
Okay,
this was, yeah, so this was last year. So last year I did 23.465.
okay.
And I am, according to what I just sent you, I knew it. It had been right. Boy, my brain works in the right it will be, the one I sent you was that
See.
where's my, I told Blake I'm going to be right at about 2023. So if you see here last year, just make a note because we're going to be sitting down looking at everything anyway.
Good.
So that was 2024. And what it doesn't do, which I need to, I'm almost positive it was 32 transactions. And 32 or 33. And then if I go back to, that's 2024.
Mm-hmm. That thing is still spinning.
Let's go back. It's still spinning.
Yeah.
Like, please. Let me go back to what I was looking. Dropbox. Still spinning. I'm going to actually go in and go out in just a second.
Okay.
But if I go back to what I was showing you on the financial reports, what I found it was important too, because I wanted to look at how much I was paying, what was it costing me, a little bit more than what my brain will absorb right now, but I could probably highlight it all and put it into, thank goodness we have chat and all those wonderful things. So if you notice, there's no December sales in here.
Yeah.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, but it shows my volume here. Year to date is 22,719. And I will have, there's a sale that didn't show up here. And I have this one, so that's 7, 8, 9, 50. So it goes up, it'll go up 1 million. So it'll be 23.7. So I'll basically beat last year, beat it by peanuts. And you notice here, I am up a little bit on the gross, just a little bit. But I've gone through and I've broken it down so you can see the headers. I put on here what the commission was and what came in because of the fact that I might have an outside referral that I had to
Yeah.
pay.
If you don't mind sharing this with me, what I'm going to do is I'm pretty sure I can make this work for you. If you share this with me, I can actually pull all of that information into the client hub and you can see exactly percentage in one sheet. where you were last year and where you were this year all in one place. So we can really see if you're trending up or down and you can see the percentage to goal. So this is good information for me to have. And it'll help
Well,
you.
yeah, yeah, I can see right now. I already know it's even next year. Just like these 2 seconds that we've talked. Let me just close and put 2024 and I'll send it over. Okay. Download. Okay. Right. Stop share. Go over. Pose. Send this to you right now while I'm talking to you.
That's good. This way it gets done.
And I should have by Friday so that you can review it and see if you can spot anything that I'm missing, which would be great to have another set of eyeballs on it. What we're going to be going over. I'm going to use Friday to put together what we're going to talk about while I'm gone.
Okay.
I changed the dates. Instead of us driving in on Friday, I'm going to spend the morning here, and then I've got a couple appointments in the afternoon. And so we're driving in on Saturday. Sunday's going to be, what I said, Sunday will be a fun day. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be drilled in, on what we're going to discuss each component.
Good.
And then, which since this is the first time I've ever sat down and really did it. And then, so there'll be some pieces missing. So if you could look at that, that would be
As soon
phenomenal.
as I get it. Yeah. So that's what,
Okay.
okay. You'll send it to me by the end of, well, even if you send it to me over the weekend, if you can't get it to me by Friday, that would be good. At least I'll be able to look at it over the weekend. It's
Yeah.
God, it's
And
crazy.
then
It's Wednesday.
I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty sure that it would be, I need to get it done on Friday because I'm going to be here in the office and I'm going to be printing.
Okay.
I'm going to be printing what I want to go over because I want to make sure that everybody has the right paperwork. So that it's a true meeting, like the masterminds I've gone to, that, it gets all structured. So I want to make sure it's structured and not just, we get there and look at each other and come up with things.
How are you feeling about the whole meeting overall?
75% of it, I would say, well, wait a minute. 66% of it, I would say, a necessity and I feel good about. And the other 33%, which is an individual, that's why I divided it that way.
Okay.
Is I don't know if that time is being wasted yet. At this moment, I can't.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm involving because that happens to be until um, a change is made, if that change is going to be made, I have to have that person in the room
Okay.
because that person hasn't been replaced. So
Oh, okay. Okay. So how will you know that it's a successful event? What do you need to see?
come out of there and have the calendar made and know month by month uh, that we've got everything in line, truly have it in line based on a marketing schedule. I like today's comment that we had in our meeting. It was one that I went to. Normally I don't go to them anymore. And what I liked was, I think it's a component that has to be done as well in our meeting to make it successful. And that is to have monthly the growth plan
Mhm.
for both personal and professional.
Yep.
So we'll literally have, that'll be a success, is literally to have the whole year laid out.
Okay.
That'll be a calendar of events. It'll be things that'll be structured for the virtual assistant for marketing, and a game plan for her and I. There is something that Emily did that I think is a great share for you, especially with your coaching. So some great concepts and ideas to use in how to put together. It's something that I don't know if I get in trouble for sharing it, but I'm like, share it, until I get my hand slapped, because Emily was fantastic. And she was part of the Luxury Pro meeting today, and she literally laid out a marketing plan.
Nice. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great marketing plan. There's so much of the time we get people that are sharing and they're beating their chest and showing us, these brochures and this and that. Yet she went down to the molecule of how she conceptualized the whole entire marketing plan.
Nice. Okay.
So I like the concept, like the breakdown. And by the way, that report on KW Command, you'll have my
still
stuff
spinning?
way before it's still spinning.
My God. Okay.
Now, do you want just because of the fact we were talking about mine, did you want 2023?
No.
Because 2023 might be polluted, because that was when I was.
No, if you give me
It was
24, and then 25, and then, yeah, it's fine. I think that's a good, that'll put us in good shape. My only other thing that I'm looking at here, I'm looking at the reports that we've done together. And I see Blake's 2025, which is fine. I have your 2026 that we did together. And I just want to make sure that these numbers are still where you want to be, that they're realistic, because what's going to happen
That's
is
going to be in the. Go ahead.
I can share that with you if you want. I can put the link in here if you want to just, if you.
I'm going to pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in Google Sheets.
Yeah, it's a Google Sheet.
It is a Google Sheet, so yeah.
Yeah, and if you do,
So I have access to it.
Yep, Client 2022 Hub. 2026 Hub. It's in here. What's going to happen is, just so
Okay.
you're aware.
Yeah.
You got it? You good?
I just have to open it.
Okay.
Yep, I've got it.
Great. What we're doing is, your numbers are also being tracked inside of the Coach Accountable, which is the tool that we use at the Coaching Nexus. And because you're under their umbrella, there's other metrics that we'll look at. You don't have to do anything. As long as I have your information, I put the information in there, and then you and I can start tracking other things if you want. So if you wanted to track taking yoga, taking walks.
I think that I'm just going to track my calendar.
Okay.
I just want to track my calendar. I think that my personality type does not match. It's another report. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. That was the other thing. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, because it can be too much. So it'll be there if you ever want to see it. It's great. If not, that's okay. I'm going to use it to help you to stay on track with your goals. Just so you know, I have that, and that's why I'm using the information. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, believe me, you can get analysis paralysis very easily. I'm saying,
That's
correctly,
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and maybe that's because I'm doing something darn near every single month, but which is important. I'm feeling it. So, and I think that's just because I'm pouring so much into one part of me and not enough of the other.
So balance is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the numbers and I'll go in and I'll address that. I'll look at it. I can, after I've got a meeting. I have a dinner meeting with clients, so hopefully it's a good meeting. I have another meeting, because of our customer appreciation event. I ended up getting, setting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meetings based on real estate. So,
Good for you.
yeah, and so my one on Friday, he wants to buy 4 properties.
That's nice.
Yeah, he also wants me to, as a partner, and I told him that, that, I told him initially that it was going to, that it's too stretching for me to invest at this time. And then as we continued to talk, I looked at him, I said, I've got another idea, if it works for you. I said, we can go on a percentage of partnership. I said, why don't I work with you and negotiate stronger discounts through the people I know, and take those additional discounts and take my commissions and take that as a percentage of partnership based on the money that you put in and the money that I said, how would that work? And he said, that'd be terrific. He said, the only one that I would, he says, I don't, I've been burned before, and the only one that I request to have as a partner.
That's
So,
a nice compliment. What a nice thing to say.
yeah.
And then if you do it that way, have you played with the numbers to see what your potential income could be from that?
No, not yet. I have to look at it. And I would never count it in my numbers, by the way. 'Cause,
Yeah, no, you can keep it separate. I'm just curious about how that impacts you and if it's equitable for you, if you know what the numbers are going to be.
oh, I'm anything, you know what, I strongly believe in owning real estate here in this valley, because this valley's blowing up. And it's gonna become a point where people, we are becoming, and it's not necessarily a blessing, we're becoming a little, LA.
Yeah.
And prices are becoming, so, and his goal, he said 3 to 5 years, and I said, I want you to be sensible and understand that it's a 5 year. I said, you may be fortunate in 3, but understand it's a 5 year. And he says, I'm fine with 5. He says, I appreciate your input.
Okay, good.
So,
You set that up
I,
nice.
it's, yeah, so, it will be equitable. It will be, versus a commission, in my opinion, versus a commission in my hand.
Mhm.
Let's just say, for example, if it's based on the price point that I want to stay around, let's just say that it's a transaction that ends up being 400,000. Okay? And the 400,000 is a $12,000 commission. Where if it's a $400,000 property, 400,000 times, let's just say we go up, just for purposes of discussion, 3% the first year,
Yep.
because we're obviously conservative. Okay, and then we go up 5% the second year. Okay, and then we go up the same 5% the third year, and then we go up the 5% the fourth year, and then we go up 5% the fifth year. That minus the initial investment divided by minus costs, that 10,000 has the ability to become somewhere between, after costs of selling, maybe overhead, it's a brand new property, so not too much on the diminished, we have to put in a backyard on these little dink yards.
Mhm.
Let's say that on a worst case, instead of a $50,000, on a worst case, let's say it's 30,000, that 10,000 becomes 30,000.
Okay.
And yeah. So, anyway, I'm gonna
So
sit down and
those
talk
are-
to my
those are
go
your-
numbers.
Okay, so that's good to put that, and that money can go towards retirement. Is that what you're gonna do with those funds? Okay. So that's good for a, a little bit of a longer term thing. And then in the meantime, you still want to have the quicker turnarounds to keep your cash flow going. Right? So I just wanted to go over
Anyway,
one.
so I've got meetings. That's what I was trying to go to. Is I
Yeah.
got
No, it's good. So you've got a lot of opportunity to look at. Just okay, so for the shorter term, that's what I think you're putting on the Life by Design, right? That's all short term. Are you plugging any long-term possibilities into this? Or is this all the residential buy sell
in
on the Life by Design?
yeah, this is the Life by Design to buy sells. I don't have any long term in here, except for the tomorrow part. I did what I was starting to say is, and I'll take a look at it because what I should do is really delve into this to see if there's any other part that I want to use, which I will do. I did want to mention to you that uh, these numbers, that's what I started to say, is the numbers were based on me going and end up finishing greater. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my numbers. I'll look at them, make sure I'm serious about them, make sure that they work,
Okay.
make sure that that I'm committed to those numbers because it's a big jump. Not that it's not doable. It is 33 transactions to 48. And it's funny, Deborah, I never used to sneeze at 50. My minimum was 55 for the year.
Yeah. Well, you can still get up
I
there.
don't
And
know.
if it's more about the GCI and your net income than the number of transactions, raising the average sales price will definitely have an impact on that. So I do want to have a question though. So this is all of those items on the left in the profit goal section, in the top section. You have, this is what you want to put in
Yeah.
for the year. So I see the retirement, it's 160 by the end of this year. So that means that you have to put away something every month towards it. You have a retirement fund, I'm assuming. Okay.
Correct.
The one that I just wanted to raise a question about is paying down the mortgage. So is that the mortgage on your primary residence?
That's correct.
Okay, what's the interest rate?
I want it paid off by the time.
Well, wait, what's the interest rate right now that you're?
Currently,
Yeah,
it's 6 point. I gotta refinance it, but it's at 6 point. I think it's at 6.625.
okay. That's why I was asking you, because if it was lower than 5%, I would say to you, you might be better off keeping that. But because then you
Well,
could.
then I would, if it was low, I would take the money and put it into something that gives me a
Exactly.
higher
Okay.
yield.
Perfect. Okay, that's all
But it's too high.
Yeah, okay. So either you refinance it, but what's the current rate? What's today's rate? If you wanted to.
Today, before that, they've been going up and down. Right now, it says 6.375.
So there's nothing.
Yet that's banks, that's mortgage, pardon my expression, that's mortgage companies yanking people, Beth said.
Yeah.
So that's just mortgage companies yanking people. They're going to have to, in order to the mortgage, the actual rate today of the not mortgages, but the rate today that got affected, we're now at 3 point. What did I just sent an article? I'm having an article put on Facebook. I sent it to my VA, but I want to say we're at 3.5 or 3.75 for the I don't know the term of it, but the one that everybody gauges. And so we're under 4 for that, which means that the mortgage companies have to come down.
Yeah.
And, you know, they never will match, but it's usually about 0.2 plus 2. So that means that they got to end up this month being somewhere between 5.75 and 6.
Yep. Still too high for you though to refinance. So,
Oh,
okay.
I'm not refinancing
Yeah,
that.
no, it's yeah, and I don't know if we're gonna see threes again. I think that was an anomaly. So,
Oh, no, I'm happy if we get in the 5s.
yeah. My God, I remember paying like 15% and being happy. It's like,
Thank you.
yeah.
You know, and yes, you know, I owned the house that was, you know, 2.25. I owned that house. But unfortunately, when Robert and I split, that house got sold. So
Yeah. Just one other question for
it
you.
is what it
What's
is.
it is what it is. When you look at this, you're gonna go through this? You'll do this, or do you want me to do it with you, or where are you with this?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna go through.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do then is leave this with you, and I'm not going to touch it, but what I will do is once you have this done, and let me just see if it should be flowing. Everything should, yes. So we went through here. We're looking at 7 appointments every month, 4 on the listing side and 3 on the buy side, based on the conversion rates that we talked about when we did the exercise on the next page. If you look, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I moved to the MREA economic worksheet. I forgot that you're looking at your own version, not my screen, sorry. So if you
Yeah,
look
I
at,
see it.
yeah, lines 31 to 34, I just highlighted it in the green boxes. It's for,
Uh-huh. I'm looking at it.
yep, for you want your goal, if you could focus on this, 4 listing appointments a month and 3 buyer appointments. You need 7 appointments every month. So if you just can peel away some of the things that might not be serving you and might not be serving your business and think about what do you have to do to get that number of appointments and make that your first priority, you'll be off to a good start for 2026. Just focusing on that. And I know you like to do the events, and okay, are the events bringing you a good return on the investment for the time and the energy that you're putting into them? Is that leading you to good qualified leads, and is that turning into business that you'll get appointments from? So everything has to be intentional. Okay.
Yeah, the type of events too, it's gonna be,
Yeah.
for example, it certainly went a lot further to have a holiday party versus handing out Thanksgiving pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And a lot less time and energy spent. I don't know what the initial investment monetarily was, but yeah.
Well, the pies usually run let's just say the pies run 800-900. Okay. The party, including tip, was 1,400. The pies that I could connect to the pies, 0
Mhm.
leads. The connectivity we had the following day, we were supposed to take one person to a couple to go see the floor plans of a new community that's coming on board, because I really want them to really concentrate on that because it hits all their buttons. And that person was joined by another couple, singular person for the couple was joined by, and 2 sets of floor plans were sent out because of that party.
Nice.
So 4. Now how many are going to end up purchasing it? I don't know. Yet that got 4 conversations
Yeah.
moved off of the holiday party,
That's
plus the
right.
fact that the other gentleman wants to buy 4 properties. That conversation occurred from there. And the at least a half a dozen people telling me that if they know anybody who wants to buy or sell, that frame,
You're the
that
one.
top of
You're
mind.
the go-to.
So
Good.
yeah, versus zero on handing somebody a pie.
Yeah, so those are the things. That's great that you have that and you're tracking it. So then you know what you have to do. Release that and then go through your other expenses and see what else you can let go of and keep that money, in the coffers and put it towards things for yourself, your family, retirement, right?
The ones that are draining me.
Well, you said it. Okay, so, and by the way, that thing that Blake did oh my God, that was phenomenal. I love that. He put you in that Superwoman.
Did did you see my rebuttal
Yes, yes.
with the Santa and the elf?
Yeah, I think that's really very cute. You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it gets people.
I wish I could
It
clone
gets
him.
people's attention.
Yeah, I want to clone him and pass him around to everybody because everybody needs a Blake. So, he's really, yeah, he's
Yes.
got your back for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wonderful. Okay.
Thank goodness, because the other stuff is just, yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, it is what it is.
Just really quickly, I know we're a few minutes over. I just wanted to go back for 1 second. You mentioned doing a personal and business, professional goals, the pillars. So do you have access to there's a couple different exercises and worksheets I can send you if you want to use them. I have one, it's a vision to reality, and you rate where you are on a scale of 1 to 10 in each of the 7 categories, and then what you want to shift, what needs to be changed if it's less than a 10, what would make it move up 1 or 2 levels, and then making a plan of action for that. Or I can just leave you be. You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the forms, great. Anything that you want to share, that's great, because it'll just help me put together, because I need to put together a very impactful. I don't care if Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we're at this 12 hours a day. I don't, it, I want this, I want to come out of there and know and truly know that we've got this together, and that we're going into a year well planned, well devised, and doable, versus coming out of the year and going,
What we accomplish? Yeah. So I can show you very quickly a sample of a client's with no personal information on it, her completed 411 for the year, and then by month, and then by week in all the categories. If you because if you're not in the right headspace for it, it's a lot of information to look at. It could be mind-boggling. So you tell me,
is that something that I can look at? I have to,
I can share it with you.
I can't, yeah, because
I'll
that's
send it
not
to you.
something I can share at and concentrate, and then because I'll tell you, I think, and that's the 411's fine, and I also know that and maybe that's me, but my 411, I go through the exercise, and then yeah, it just got put in a drawer.
Yeah, so
So
this is different. This is very specific, and we put everything in her calendar and we worked backwards.
that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
You have to put it in the
And
calendar and you have to, otherwise,
everything else,
right.
yeah,
So I'll send it.
everything has to be in the
Yeah,
calendar.
so I'll send it to you, and if it's helpful, and if you want to review it and have me walk you through it so that you can explain it, when you're teaching it, that's fine too. We can do that also. Okay.
I should be okay, but if I need clarification questions, I will absolutely holler, because I've got, today's Wednesday, and I have to have everything formalized by Friday.
Yeah, I'll
By
send it
Friday
to you
by noon.
today. Yeah, I'll send it to you before the end of the day today. Okay. So you'll have it.
Yeah, that'd be great, because then I'll look at it after my meeting tonight, because I have another meeting tonight. Or I think I don't know where they're going, but that means that they're most likely buying and selling. So I've got a dinner meeting for people to tell me what they're doing. So, which is all good news,
Okay.
right?
It is good. It is good news.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're in a good place. You seem a lot less, you seem a lot more centered and grounded right now than when we started the call. How are you feeling?
Um, looking forward to 2026. Best
Okay.
set.
All right. Are you going to the Luxury Pro in London in April?
No,
No. All right. My
I
husband
didn't
and I will
even know
happen to
about
be
it.
in London. Yeah, my husband and I will actually be in London at the time, just coincidentally. So it's
Oh,
fine.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it. You know what, financially, I really need to stay on, stay
Yeah.
on. I need to stay on. Part of the decision to do is, I'm gonna look at, um, which pros I'm gonna go to and which ones I'm not. That'll be part of my calendar too.
Okay, good. So we'll talk about that. I'm going to send you the 411 so you can really see. This is somebody who has a lot of systems and processes in place, and she's got a very good virtual assistant. And she talks to her virtual assistant every day, and it's just her and her virtual assistant. And she's running a pretty lean, tight business. So I think her 411 you'll see a lot of similarities about what you want to accomplish as well. So it'll be good for you.
Good. Yeah, that'd be great, because I've got a real on for what needs to be done as far as marketing and branding and so forth. So, and which will also increase the price point. And
Yep.
that's said by Emily today and Caroline. And I'm just going to refer them out, and happy to refer them out. And it might be great practices for Blake, depending on what he wants to do.
That's right.
On this, yet I'm going to concentrate on my backyard, instead of being known to go take listings throughout the valley, and to take price points that take just as much work and aren't getting me where I need to be.
Good for you.
Either they're referred out or
Yeah.
practice, because yeah, I I have spent, for example, 18 months on my 89-year-old man, to get him to the point where he would finally list his home, because I saw his health disintegrating, and I knew that mentally he was going, and finally got the home listed, and then got an offer on it, and I sat there talking to him and having to go back the next day, of which he didn't remember any of the conversation at all.
Oh my gosh.
And I called up the son, and I took him off the market, and I just told the son, you need to get out here and take care of your father.
That's right.
Yeah, he's got 7 kids, of which one pays attention to him, and he's a crotchety old man, and I can understand why. Yet, anyway, so I'm looking at things, and I know this sounds, my business, it has to be purely by design.
100%. And boundaries are going to become even more important for your protection, right? We don't.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I've let too many people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I know I've said this to you before, and I'm going to say it again because I really want you to hear me. You've got a great, big, beautiful, giving, nurturing heart. You sometimes you can overgive because it's what we do, right? We overcompensate, we overgive, and that becomes a new habit. And I think it would be really healthy for you to pull back a little bit. So even just you saying it and being aware of it, that's huge, because a couple months ago, I don't think we would have had the same conversation. So good for you for that. And anything that I can do to support your holding boundaries, if you want me to hold you accountable to saying no more often, or where to draw the lines in the sand, or how to refer other things out to other people. And we can create some systems and processes so you can ensure yourself that when you refer out to Blake or whoever else, that you have expectations that are met. They let you know what's happening. They give you a follow-up. Right? They let you know if it's closing. They represent you in the way that you want to be represented. You can design all of that, and then you're working less hours, you're taking care of yourself, and you're still generating income. It is possible. So, did I lose you?
Yeah.
Okay, you're there. Okay.
Yep, and then I'm gonna decide to, no, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that got some decisions too. That's that same properties that I went over and looked at the floor plans and showed the floor plans. Um, uh, Maybe the perfect location for me to be, and in a community that has uh, the right. It's a good little nest that if I I could became the owner of the business in that location,
Mhm.
that would be enough.
Okay,
Would be-
so
It would
great.
require, yeah, it would require one more move, huh?
I think that's
You what?
great. If it's the right move for the right reason,
Yeah.
that's great. I'm really happy for you.
So I'm looking at, so yeah, looking
Good,
at it.
good. All right, my dear. I took a lot of your time today. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So, thank
We're gonna meet one more time before Christmas, so I am gonna see you next week. But in the meantime, are we? Oh, wait, no, you're gonna be away Wednesday, aren't you? Hold on.
yeah, I've got a question for you, speaking of,
Sure.
which is a good one to end with. Um, are you available? Are you available on um, the 19th versus the 17th?
Yep. The same time
Yeah,
or
same
earlier?
time's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, same time's
Can you
fine.
do a little bit earlier? Same time?
Do it now?
I was gonna say, can you do it a little bit earlier or no?
Yes, time,
Just an hour earlier, so it'll be 4 o'clock
that's
my
fine.
time.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
All right, so
Yeah.
oh, that's funny. It didn't, my calendar is moving. I don't understand.
That was me. Was it?
No, it's my
No?
screen is wonky. So let me make it 4 o'clock my time, 4 to 4:30. Yeah, so let's do that on the 19th then. So this way, okay. So it should show up in your calendar now as the right time for Friday the 19th. It should be there now.
Yeah, you've got it, you have it at 1:15?
No, I changed it. It
To
should
one.
be o'clock.
No, it says 1:15. Just so you know.
Hold on.
Check again,
Sometimes,
because I have the old one then.
yeah, let me save it again. You might have to refresh your screen. My every once in a while my screen jumps and I don't know what happens, but on my end it says 4 p.m., which is 1 o'clock your time. You might have to
Can you
just,
resend it? It's not, I refreshed it, it's not there.
that's so strange. All right, I'm gonna edit it a little bit. I'm gonna put here a little note. Ah, there it is. It just showed up. Oh, you deleted it. You declined the event.
Because it said 1:15.
Oh, okay. So let me reschedule it. That's so strange. On my end, it doesn't show that. Yeah, let me delete it. We're gonna try this again. Technology is great when it works. Other than that, hold on. All right, so all I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this one. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna make it for December 19th. And I'm gonna make it for 1 p.m. Sorry, 4 p.m. my time. And I'm saving it now. You'll get another one. I'm sorry. That should show up correctly now. You should have the right one now.
And let me refresh just in case. There you are.
It worked?
Bingo. Yeah,
Thank
worked.
you.
Cool.
Bye.
Okay. Well, and I'll have everything over to you Friday, sometime Friday, so that you could see for
Okay.
this, so that I can move forward into this weekend.
Right. The only other thing is
Okay.
if you do end up getting that multi-year trend report and you can download it and send that to me too, that would be really helpful. And you should take a look at it too. Okay. I think you'll be interested in seeing what your year over year averages and what your cumulative averages are in each of the categories. It's interesting to see that information all in one document. So, all
Not
right.
crazy that it just, yeah, because
It's still spinning.
I just reopened it. I shut it down all this time,
It's still,
and it'll be interesting. And and one thing about Command is when they're working on stuff, it there here it is.
oh, you got it. Good.
Yeah, yeah. So um,
You should be able to download it.
2020. Yeah, look at, yeah, and oh my goodness. Well, at least bugger, bugger. Well, what's hilarious is 2022. I'm pretty much I'm going to be awfully close to 2022. 2023 was a hell of a bit better year. 2024, I'll be a little bit above. 2021 was when I had the team, so you'll see it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all right. It's
I
all
was
good.
1,000,001.
Yeah. It's good for you to look at it though. And then
Yeah.
it should give you your average sales price per year and then cumulative. It'll give you your average GCI for the year and then
Yeah,
cumulative.
because it all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good report. That was my favorite report.
Now
Mhm.
I'll send it as a PDF
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm just going to
and
add it
as
to
a
your folder.
and as a landscape
Okay. Thank you.
and multi-year trend.
Yep.
Year after year, there's 4 different categories. Select data to download. There's actuals, year over year trends, after month, or trends combined. I should do combined, correct?
Yeah, do combine because it'll do the breakout of the month. So you can see the reports that you look at. So when you go back and you want to look at all of your Decembers from one year over to the next, it shows you. It should lay that all out for you.
This is perfect. Just got it, and
Good.
I'll send it over now.
All right.
Perfect.
And then
Okay, I appreciate it.
no problem. And tonight I'll send you the 2 pieces of the 2 spreadsheets I think will help you with your vision to reality thing with the personal and the professional. And hopefully you can use it and you like it. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, my dear.
You got it.
Right.
I'm going to put that on there. Okay.
Have a fabulous rest of the week. Have a great weekend. And I will see you. Oh, and have a good event. And let me know if there's anything else I can send you. All right. After you get some things. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
And I will
I'll
see
set.
you. I'll see you on the 19th. Okay.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.